Hey, I'm Joshua Pellicer, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of what you should expect to get in my e-course 1.0 that you'll be receiving here shortly. So just to kind of give you an idea of what's going on, this is my general mind map here that goes over the major concepts that I will be presenting to you and explaining to you in my e-course 1.0. Now, I used to have a curriculum that was based on most of these concepts here that I sold for an exorbitant amount of money to a clientele. This is a culmination of years and years and years of study and development in the area of relationship psychology. So I think you'll really get a lot of information. If you want more than what's on here now, you can go to joshuapellicer.com. You can also sign up for this to receive the e-course, but also to get in line for my e-course 2.0, which will be coming out shortly as well. So I just want to go over some of the concepts here so you get an idea. Let's start with the map of interaction, which is here. This is basically a roadmap, psychological roadmap that says basically as you go through in an interaction, you go through the different stages of the interaction: attraction first, then rapport, then seduction, then relationship balance. Now these four concepts are explored further. I'll just give you an idea. If I go into attraction, these are the three stages of attraction: introduction, demonstrating high value, and qualify. Now, the way this is going to work for the 1.0 is I'm going to break this up into sections, release it to you as each section, but then also give you the entire course all at one time so you can look at it on your own. Just to give you an idea, here is the attraction section. As you can see, here are the three different sections here: introduction, demonstrating high value, and qualify. I'll show you how we go further into these topics. A blip on the radar here basically says that, I'll go into this in detail in the actual course, basically says that the first introduction is when you exist to someone for the first time, when you're finally a blip on the radar of people who exist in the world. From that moment moving forward, we begin to create psychological judgments about the people that we're talking to, that we hear of, whatever, or that we see walking down the street. Now these are good judgments. We use these to make sure that we protect ourselves, so it's a really common mechanism that everyone uses. And then I go into some of the other concepts and I'll explain them in detail, all these evoking emotions, incongruence, things like this for the different stages, demonstrating high value, just to kind of give you an idea. I'm going to fly through these real quick and just so you can see it. And qualifying. So this is the format in which you should expect to see the 1.0 as well as the 2.0. Those are just a few of the concepts there that I'm going to be going over. This entire attraction section will probably take me about, I'm going to guess about 45 minutes to an hour to completely cover. And that is one tiny section, which is up here, of this map of interaction, and there are plenty more of these sections as well. This is the 6 rules of long-term attraction, which is very important psychological concepts. My body language section, which basically tells you what you're saying with your body constantly that you don't realize you're saying. Gender roles have gotten a lot of positive reactions from this section here. I think that this has been one of the most influential sections that I've developed personally. I'm really excited to go into that in more detail with everyone. Attraction mechanisms for women have filter failure, and men typically have approach anxiety. So that's a really interesting concept to go through and give you some tools to make sure you do that the best way possible. Insecurities, there's a self-guided missile theory that I developed. It's based loosely off of a theory that I borrowed from psycho-cybernetics. So it's really complex yet very simple to understand. It should explain a lot. Here's a value scale. This basically explains why it is you attract certain types of people and how to attract